All right, so first thing we're gonna need to do is set up our business policy. So let's hop into my screen here. We're gonna go to my active listings. I have 2105 currently listed. We're gonna hop over to business policies and click on that. Once you're here, you're gonna go to create a policy and then scroll down to shipping. It's gonna bring up this page here. We're gonna go ahead and name this. You can name it calculated shipping. You can name it calculated USPS priority shipping, whatever you wanna do. You're gonna come down here, you're gonna switch this to calculated. Then you're gonna go ahead and select USPS priority 1 to 4 day shipping. That's gonna create the calculated policy. And then you're gonna go ahead and set your business handling time, all that good stuff, whether you do same day, next day, 2 days, whatever work-life balance you would like to have. And then you have that set, and then we'll go into the next. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use this Sony 5-disc DVD CD changer for an example of how I would list this, how I would integrate my business policy, and then how I would create the listing in order for it to show calculated shipping. And then I'm gonna give some really cool tips on how to get a better deal for the buyer and also to get a good deal for you, the seller, when it comes to shipping rates. So let's dive into my screen again. All right, apologize for the different screen, but there's some really awesome value in here, so don't click away. So as you can see, we're here in the listings, and right now it's gonna ship for $22 to $83, which is crazy. No one's actually gonna pay that, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and click into the listing here and show you guys how you can get a better deal for your customer. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna click into here, and it's going to bring up my policies. I'm gonna make sure that calculated priority is selected. Then I'm gonna go ahead here. I'm gonna change it from the actual measurements to 12 by 12 by 12. This is the standardized shipping rate. After this, priority tends to go up. That number is gonna go down to $16 to $57, which is much more reasonable, and it's gonna get more buyers to actually buy your item. Now I'm going to show you guys when I ship the item. It's going to be a good deal for the buyer and for the seller. We're not cheating USPS here. We're going to change it back to the original settings once it ships, so it's a fair rate for everybody. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, sweet. So I went ahead and I bought the item myself just so I can show you guys. Then I'll delete and relist this later. But yeah, so I ended up getting charged $22.20 because I had 12 by 12 by 12 as the measurements. If I did not do that, then the shipping would have been about $37. So by putting 12 by 12 by 12, my buyer was able to get it for $22.20. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in the actual measurements, and it brings the rate from $11 to about $15, which is still well under the $22.20. So my buyer gets a discount of about $18. And once I put in the actual measurements, I'm still well below the $22. So I'm not getting overcharged, and the information is getting put into USPS correctly. So I'm not going to get any chargebacks or any misinformation because of this strategy. Everyone's able to save money, and it's awesome. Okay, so this is a different package that I shipped out this morning, but it's just very similar to the one that I showed in the example. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I package this. So I just do a good old 1 or 2 layers of bubble wrap around it long ways. And then I'm going to go ahead and just tape it down a little bit. Now the front and back are still exposed, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it in the other direction. So I'm just going to lay that out. We're going to go ahead and wrap it this direction as well, so that way both sides are covered and it's not going to be broken during shipment. That's the last thing you want, is shipping out an expensive item that's a little more expensive to ship, and then if they return it to you, they're not going to get the eBay discount on the return shipping, so you're really going to have an issue on your hands. So you definitely want to make sure that you have it all nice and packed well, so that way you're not running into any returns. I ran out of bubble wrap, so I went ahead to the garage and I grabbed some more so I can finish up the job. A lot of people ask what bubble wrap I get. I just go into eBay whenever I need bubble wrap and I type in bubble wrap. And the first or second or third one that pops up that has the best price, I just go ahead and buy. So I just make sure that it is all the way around on both sides. Then I'm going to take it another step further and I'm going to do it long ways 1 or 2 more times, just to really make sure that it's actually protected. Like I said, you definitely don't want returns on these guys, but these are highly profitable items. I'm just gonna finish up with a little more tape here, so that way it's secured. And then I didn't film myself put it into a box, but I'll go ahead and show you guys how I would throw it into a box here quickly. Let me show you. So I've got plenty of different boxes here. A lot of them are from dumpsters. A few of them are from my father-in-law's company that he works for. I also buy 12 by 12 by 12 boxes from eBay with the store subscription coupon. These ones are really nice. They're what I put boxes in, and then just here are a ton of other boxes that I got from, just various places, dumpsters and things like that. But yeah, you just put it in the box, then you can cut it down. If you guys would like a more detailed video on actually putting it into a box and taping it shut and all that good stuff, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, this is how you ship priority calculated shipping. So quick recap here, guys. You're gonna wanna create a business policy. You get there from going to your My Seller Hub, clicking on listings, scrolling down on the left-hand side, you should find business policies. From business policies, you're gonna click on create a policy, then you select shipping, then you're gonna go ahead and fill out all that information there. After that, once you're listing, whether it's on your phone or on the desktop, you're gonna be able to select your shipping policy. You're gonna go ahead and select calculated priority. From there, you're gonna put in 12 by 12 by 12 inches. I recommend that on all items, whether they're bigger than 12 by 12 or smaller than 12 by 12. It's just going to speed up your listing process. If they're bigger, we went over in that example, it's gonna give the buyer a discount. And if they're smaller, it's still gonna charge you the exact same, because up to 12 by 12 by 12, the price variance is only by weight, and then after 12 by 12, it goes up. But anything below 12 by 12 by 12, it's all the same, just depending on the weight. Then you're gonna go ahead, you're going to get your items sold. Once they are sold, you're gonna go back in to the eBay shipping. You're going to adjust it accordingly. So if it's bigger than 12 by 12 by 12, you can adjust that. If it's smaller than 12 by 12 by 12, you can adjust that as well. Make sure that everyone's getting the good discounts and things like that. Then you're gonna ship out your items. You're gonna make sure that they're bubble wrapped completely and in a box that makes it so it's not shaking around or moving within the box. You're gonna get a ton more sales, have a ton of happy customers. Most importantly, the seller, you're gonna save a ton of money. A lot of people have been telling me that their shipping is like 37% of their sales price, which is wild, you guys, because mine is 17%. So you got to get that down. Now I'm gonna do a flat rate video. That one will be a little more in depth and a little longer because there's a lot of different options. So I'll make a video on that for all the different weights and the different lengths and things like that. But should be a good video. Thanks for watching, guys.